Hi friends, welcome to this online tutorial. In this tutorial, I will be showing you how you can make a flat collar with a low neckline. A flat collar with a low neckline. So this is my half scale bodice block. I have kept a wrap allowance here for my buttons or zipper. And I'm using my basic necklines. So what I'm going to be doing now to achieve that low flat neckline, I have to alter my neckline to the new neckline that I want to use. And I want to make a V neckline. A V neckline. So I'm going to alter it and bring down the neckline to here. Remember, we are doing a low flat neckline. So I am altering the neckline thus. Let me bring in my marker pen so that you can see it clearly. So I'm altering my neckline. So having altered it to there, I don't want it to be a sharp V. I want it to be a gentle V. So I'm going to come to the midpoint. The midpoint here is somewhere here. I'm going to go in by about 0.25 because I'm using a miniature mannequin. So I'm going to connect it. I don't want it to be too deep. So I'm altering the neckline like that. I want to have a gentle V, not a sharp V neckline. Okay, so that is my new neckline. Now there is something I need to tell you. Whenever you have a low neckline like this, there is the tendency for you to have gapping in this neckline. So what are you going to do to avoid gapping? You are going to have to contour this neckline. We will have to contour this neckline so that we will avoid this neckline from gapping. How do we do that? We can connect the midpoint of the neckline where the midpoint of the neckline and contour it a bit. So that is what I will be doing to that neckline. I'm going to be contouring it a bit. So I'm introducing that. So I'm going to be tightening my neckline by about 0.25. I hope you can see that. Okay, so I'm now going to go ahead and cut off my pattern so that you can see better what I want to do. So I have gone ahead to cut off the pattern and I have cut off my neckline, leaving my wrap allowance where the button or the zipper is going to be fixed. I had to do that so that we can be able to contour this neckline. So for me to contour this neckline, I'm going to be closing this dart. I'm going to be closing this dart that I had set here. So I'm going to be closing it so that our neckline can be contoured. So you see what I did there? I've closed it. So I'm going to go ahead and bring in my tape, and I'm going to be taping down that. So I have taped down the neckline. So most times when you contour the neckline, you see the discontinuity there. There is a discontinuity. You have to fill that up and redraw your neckline so that you can have something nice there. To fill it up, I have cut an extra sheet of paper. So I am putting that extra sheet of paper there and I'm going to tape it down. So I'm taping that part. I want to redraw this. So I am taping that part down. So as I'm taping it, I now have to redraw from this point back to this point. So I'm going to come in with my curve ruler and I will redraw the neckline. So you've seen that I have done that. So I'm going to have to cut it so that the neckline can be better suited. I have filled up my neckline back to the V neckline that I had. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to come in with my sugar paper. I'm going to come in with this paper. This is the paper that I'm going to use to make my collar. So what do? I'm going to overlay this on the paper that way. So I'm going to overlay it. Then I will turn. This is my neck point. This is the back neck point. So I'm going to flip them like this so that they lay neck point to neck point. I hope you are seeing what I just did. So let me adjust it so that you see. So I flipped the neck point and I kept it that way. So I'm going to tape that down so that I can alter my neckline. So I'm taping that down and I am taping it so that I can design my collar the way I want. So that I can work on my neckline, I will need to slash through that so that this place can relax. So I'm slashing through my bust line so that I can transfer that of the neckline there. So okay, and I'm going to be taping that down. So I will have to plan my collar. I want my collar to be about 1.5 from the neckline. So I mark 1.5 down from the neckline. So I'm marking 1.5. I come to this neckline, 1.5 from here, 1.5. I mark that down. I come to this side, about the center back, 1.5. I mark that. I come here, 1.5. I mark it. Then I come here. I want my neckline to slant like that. So I want my neckline to slant like that. So 1.5, I mark it. So I'm going to be joining my necklines. I'm going to be joining them. Let me keep it like this so that you can see what I'm doing very well. So I hope you are seeing it now better. So these are my necklines. I have had to turn the camera so that you can see it very well. So I'm going to be connecting these necklines the way my collar now, the way I want it to be. So this place, I want it to have this collar coming out this way. So then I go ahead and use my curve ruler to connect this other part. Can use a curve ruler to connect this to this. I'm connecting this to this. Okay, so I have fixed my collar. I've done my collar well. I'm bringing in my tracing wheel. So I'm going to be tracing out my collar. And I'm going to be tracing out the neckline. And I will trace out this last part. Okay, so I'm going to take this out. So I'm filling that up. So then I'm filling this up. That is the color. So I'm going to cut this out now. So I have my patterns and I have my color set now. So if I put it back the way it was, you see the way it was, this is my center back, which is going to come that way on my neckline. So I'm going to be putting it up now on the mannequin so that you will understand how what we have done so far has translated. So this is the outcome of our pattern. We have laid the pattern on the mannequin. You have seen how flat the neckline is hugging, even though it is low. You have seen how fitted it is around the neckline. There is no gapping anywhere here. And this is the back part of the block, laying beautifully well. So now we've been able to achieve a low neckline that is not gapping, but is lying firm and nice on the mannequin. So I'm going to bring in my pattern now. I'm going to bring in my collar and lay it, and we will see the outcome of it. So that is the outline of what we have succeeded in doing. That is our collar lying flat and beautiful on the mannequin. So I hope this tutorial was useful to you. Please give us a thumb up, a subscribe, a comment. Leave your contributions. We want to also hear from you. Thank you. Bye.